Hello, everybody, and welcome to Valley Life. I am Rich Krebs, and I am coming to you from just north of Fresno in Madera, and it is less than a half-hour drive up to 99. And the reason being, gas is going to start costing us a fortune. And as we roll into summertime, we're looking at $4.50, $5 plus a gallon. You need something economical, but you're also thinking, what am I going to buy? How about coming to a place where you can compare them side by side? Mr. Marty Mayford, how are you, sir?
How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, especially here at the Madera Auto Center, because the selection is fabulous, but you're able to compare things side by side without having to run all over town. You've got them right here, and you've got some great options for people that want to save some money on gas.
Yeah, we think we're like a little mini auto mall. We have a complete line of Chevrolets on one side, complete line of Toyotas on the other side. And in today's economy, value all over the place from both brands. Sure. And with gas going over $5 before long, great mileage and probably a good time to buy.
Sure, and we know the reputation, the Toyota's always had for being fuel efficient. We don't typically think of American cars as being so. In talking to you before the segment, you were very excited about products that GM's putting out right now that are starting to take over some of the market.
Yeah, for the last 5 years, I think General Motors and all the domestic automakers have done a really good job of getting their car portfolio together. They kind of let that go away to the Japanese and German manufacturers for a long time, but they've really gotten back in the game, and I think a lot of that is, based upon the fact that people are looking for value. They like to buy domestically if they can, even though a lot of the Toyotas are built domestically now. And I just think there's something about, your blood. It's an American-built car, and, I grew up in the 60s and 70s when, the muscle cars were the only thing you looked at, and it was all Chevrolet and Ford. Right. So, yeah. Great time.
Okay.
Great
now,
time.
if people come in, let's talk about some of the options that they have right now, and the fact that because you're buying American is one reason. Buying a solid American car, that makes you feel a lot better.
Right. This is the all-new Sonic. Chevrolet introduced this car this year. Basically a really good price at around $18,000 to $20,000, depending upon equipment. Okay. It's built in America, so it's all American built. Great fuel mileage, 35 highway, 25 city, probably blends out at about 32 miles to the gallon. Okay. It's got good styling. It's got a lot of good equipment inside. I mean, OnStar is something that General Motors has pushed. It gives you the ability to make phone calls. It gives you crash protection, gives you theft protection. And they've really developed the OnStar system to be very, very friendly for those people that are looking for the safety side of a car.
Okay. And for about the same price tag, then you get the Yaris over here, which might give you a few more miles to the gallon, but about the same price point.
Right. 2012 Yaris. This is Toyota's redesigned car. It's the smallest car that they make. They've really come out with nice stylings, priced about the same as a Sonic. Mileage is about the same. I think what it comes down to is, do you like the import brand better than the American brand? Okay. And between the two, both solid cars, good mileage, and good dependability and reliability.
All right, now let's back up just a bit here. This is something I'm really excited about. One of my best friends just bought the Volt right here, and not just for the fact that it's plug-in and you don't even have to turn the engine on to go 30 miles. He loves driving this car. It's
a great car. It's the best car General Motors has ever built. It's tight. A little pricey, but with the tax credits, you could be around $35,000, $36,000. Plug it in at night. If you're using 220, it's about 3 hours to charge. If you're using 110, it's about twice that. Okay. Does 30 miles on a battery charge. If you start turning the heated seats on and the air conditioner and the radio and all the trinkets, it'll take it down a little faster, okay. But real easy for me to go back and forth between Fresno and Madera on one charge.
Now, this also compares to the Prius now, and Prius is, they're up to, what, 4 models now?
Yeah, 4 models on the Prius. They're going to have the plug-in, which is all new, the Prius C, which is a smaller car built about the same size as a Yaris. It'll be out in March. We have the traditional Prius and then the Prius V, which is this one right here. This is a little bit larger. They did this because they figured that families wanted something a little bit larger in the Prius line. This hybrid technology, they built over 1 million of these worldwide, and this is probably what sets a standard for what I would consider to be, the best technology out there today. It's one thing to be able to plug it in. It's another thing not to have to worry about plugging it in and still getting 40, 45 miles to the gallon.
Sure. Now, on these last two cars, too, this is kind of what a standard is set for family and fuel economy and all that good stuff, and Chevy's starting to take over some of the market from Toyota.
That's correct. The Cruze, which is here on the right side, is basically the #1 selling car in this segment for last year. Nudged out Corolla. Corolla has been the kingpin for a long time. From a styling standpoint, they did a very nice job in this car. The MSRP is around $20,000, which is very similar to the Corolla.
We talked about some of the bells and whistles on the inside, too. They're fun to have things around.
The electronics in these cars are smarter than we are anymore. We find ourselves having to really take time with the customers to let them know about these things. Again, it comes with OnStar, very, very sophisticated electronic system, radios, all the stuff that the kids that are 18 to 35 want in a car today. So.
And Marty, before we run out of time, now's a good time to buy a new car.
Absolutely, and we're here.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time. I sure appreciate
it.
It is very easy to find the Madera Auto Center. You're just coming up 99, take the Cleveland Avenue exit. You're going to head northeast, and it's going to be on the northwest side of the road of Country Club, which Cleveland turns into. Easy to find, great deals, and you can compare cars side by side. Start saving some gas right now. Don't go anywhere. There's more Valley Life coming up right after this.